Gene Max, an age-old combination, works out super well with the symbiosis. Gene will hit his pulls a bit more consistently thanks to the speed. And then on the other side, Jaeyoung and Gus. I love both of those comps. Both are winning comps.
Team Electro Sunny with a very classic take on this heist game type. They're going to go aggressive here behind this Max Super, but Rafiki got a little bit more than he bargained for there, and the map's starting to get opened up with that supply drop coming in. Rafiki hit by the Weekend Warrior behind the wall. Diego popped by Angel Boy. Looks at the firepower. Certainly rests with the EMEA team.
They're not done yet. Look at this. Oh, dropping like flies. Rafiki just about stays alive there. But Diego Gamer fell. Angel Boy now has got that shielding on that right-hand side, and I love this reply totem. They've got such solid ground here.
And they're laying on thick. Nice slow-mo replay catches Maori, but it's going to be a shield instantly conferred by Angel Boy. And so the Jaeyoung will be able to walk away scot-free. A 5-star lead. And now Electros have to cross this open, expansive map to get to grips with reply totem.
Diego Gamer has got a magic hand pull, which he was missing on day one. I need to see it connect. Rafiki finds the pick up there, the slow-mo replay, and there's the pull we needed. Team Electros now with 5 and the blue take the lead.
2 pulls in that engagement. First, the slow-mo replay to catch someone out, and then Diego cleverly sits behind the montage to pull in yet another player, and they're going to go for it yet again as Livy surges ahead. Sandbags protecting Mara to some degree. Angel Boy is in the thick of things now, and he might not have the healing that he needs. Montage thrown up. Both teams awkwardly disengage after no shortage of blows exchanged.
Totem 1, that supply drop is lurking. Team Electros are baiting it. 20 seconds left on the clock, but reply totem only need 1. Speed for Maori now, and Angel Boy stops the flank off in his tracks. Speed from a and a huge push, hypercharge, missed magic hands, but there's the pickup with 10 seconds on the clock.
And for now, they've done enough. They're going to group up around this cluster. The Rafiki gets picked off. This puts Electros only 1 gem up. Maori wants to try and surge ahead, but there's no time for reply totem. I love this from Electros. No respect gaming, and they know what they have to do. It's a straightforward
in the difference maker. But for reply totem, regardless as to whether it would have been, they've got to shake that one off. Very close game to start things off.
Yeah, both teams with a really good understanding of how their comp is supposed to win. You've got to respect Electros when they come forward with that Max Super. We've got Maori, aggressive positioning, weaving a couple of shots there in Rafiki's direction. Now up against the wall he goes. Diego needs some poke damage, and Angel Boy is really trying to limit that super generation of the Gene.
Maori changes over the hill side of things. Maybe Totem wants to be able to endure this, because look at this, Rafiki is so dangerous on this left-hand side with his Livy. Big shots there from Maru again. These have got to start landing. Some potential nerves here. Low HP for Team Electros. The magic heals from Gene are going to come in very clutch.
Yeah, crucial, of course. The magic hand available. Those puffs from Diego will let us shrug off a lot of this poke damage that comes in. A bit easier for Diego to build up successive magic hands as the map is more open now. All Electros need to do is connect these supers. Here's Rafiki taking a long way around with that max speed boost. Now with that montage if he needs it. Slow-mo replay also an option, but Diego found the magic hand, catch on to Maru, and then Electros will simply slink away.
There's only 1 star in this. If Reply Totem can just find 1, it will take the lead. Livy sends the speed to Rafiki, who doesn't outstay his welcome there. They've got a good trap spawn pinch here. Rafiki, though, brings the shield in. Slow-mo replay, and again, not outstaying their welcome. Angel Boy falls! That's more stars! Electros have got 4 now, a 3-star lead with 20 seconds.
Clever by Rafiki, doesn't pop hyper there, just needs to use the montage to get away. 17 seconds left in the round. The reply totem need 3 stars, and off they go. Rafiki with a boost. Angel Boy hits that super, knocks Rafiki back, and so Electros retreat into the corner of the map. Diego's got a magic cannon as Livy goes forward, but Weekend Warrior smashes the max to smithereens. 1 star in it. Here they come. Angel Boy pushing up and low. It's Livy in his face, and Electros have done enough. How about them apples? NA's number 5 seed. Again, multiple brawlers, situations where you really need that durability. Defense booster is absolutely the go-to. We know Utility Knives is pretty sick when they pierce and bounce back to you after using that hypercharged super. So in we go, second set. Team Electro stunning us with a very solid take of set against Reply Totem on Bounty. Gem grab though, different game, different draft, different field.
It's going to actually be Diego Gamer on the Lumi pick. I'm surprised. As Livy was playing it fantastically over the course of this LCQ. Mario there with a sneaky hypnosis onto Rafiki there. It's actually going to end in a trade there. Surprised. Is Livy forced to jump away there with backstage pass? Gadgets though, no drop the base on that Janet side. Diego Gamer just trying to lurk and does find Angel Boy there as well in the bush.
Great catch.
Nice, lovely sweet dreams from Angel Boy, that was crucial.
Diego Gamer essentially can keep Angel Boy out of the game, controlling the chokes with this range. Rafiki looks like he's trading evenly with Maru, which means it's Maori versus Ezlivy a lot of the time. And the Crow definitely has the damage edge over... Oh, okay, Ezlivy's going to drop those gems here. Yeah, do not want to eat those knives in that situation. Rafiki, not sure if he intended to snap those 3 gems up. That might have been a bit of a mistake.
It was a cheeky bait from Maru. He flashed the super, and then Rafiki kind of fell for it now, and now the gem's coming back. But stopped in their tracks on the start of Reply Totem, but nonetheless, Electros looking just a little bit shaky here.
And Livy knows he's behind, so instead of picking up those drop gems, he's going to try and go after Maori, but it's tough to catch the Crow, who has a super for survival if needed. And off we go. 10 gems is all you need. We've hit the threshold and countdown has begun. Team Electros here, pretty limited number of options. Maru stands in Rafiki's way, and with Angel Boy, will shut down the Kaze.
This is much more confident here from Reply Totem. Maru going to have the hypercharge now and cycle it for good measure, just to dampen the spirits, because they do need to get something to...
The Lumi can keep the Sandy at bay. Your eyes are on Maori as someone who probably with confidence can come forward and actually pressure Ezlivy in a 1 versus 1.
Freeze early there for Diego Gamer, keeping Angel Boy back. Those sandstorms can really make a difference on a map like this. And if that comes out, there's nowhere for Electros to go but back. Ezlivy, low HP, he's got to consider wisely how long he spends within this mid. He's got 4 gems, now choosing to retreat. Rafiki just needs to pop off early on this left-hand side to alleviate this situation.
He's really the centerpiece here. If this Kaze can't go ham on Reply Totem, Electros don't really have a good game plan. Once again, falling to Maru. Good pick up on Angel Boy. Now Diego can actually zone Mari away from the gems, but Maru's a problem. As Livy, has to jump away, but wisely doesn't use the super, so he can get back to fighting and collecting gems quicker.
Good for Rafiki, and he's earned his hypercharge now. Maori has no jump, and that is a dangerous prospect. He's carrying those 3 gems that would bring Electros to 9. Rafiki goes in, does not come out, and Maru has now got the hypercharge, and this could be a real difference-making moment. He could have gone then, chose to hold off for Rafiki to come back in. I guess that wasn't the time to use it. He's using the hypnosis now. Rafiki still comes out on top though.
Map control still good for Electros here. Tough for Diego. They're going to get jumped up, and Maori's still having a 1-for-1. That's massive. Ezlivy though may have gone a little bit too far forward, but is able to hyper Maru away. Won't have the damage to take down the Ollie here, and so that gem will still spawn on the Reply Totem side of the map. Maru low, Rafiki's there, but does get stunned up, still able to pick him off. Grim and Frostbitten is in play, and Diego Gamer doesn't care about the stands. Team Electros finally reach critical mass and start the countdown.
Ezlivy has the escape maneuvering. Now can Maori force it out early? Rafiki comes in for a wondrous amount of support. Hypercharge from Maori will connect just a little bit, but I don't think it's going to be enough. I think Ezlivy is going to be safe and sound in the skies, bringing home a game in gem grab for Team Electros.
And you can see just how much depends on Rafiki being able to do his engagement if he's in that geisha form. I've got to give credit to Diego Gamer for his patient zoning of Angel Boy here on the right side. He is not letting the Sandy get into the game.
Angel Boy looked a little bit flustered, and he's a scary guy. But they've got to remain composed on the side of Reply Totem. This is a must-win set, in my opinion. Being 2 sets down could be brutal. Maori's got 2 gems, and most importantly, the support of Maru now being able to push slightly further forward. Angel Boy on the right still hasn't been able to really bring much of a sandstorm from this.
And Diego's gained ground. Now we can actually start to pressure Maori's position instead of just keeping Angel Boy quiet. This is very good for Electros. Look at how they slowly starting to choke the life out of Reply Totem and scale this map control up. Rafiki knew he was going to get stunned there, I think, and still with the hypercharge stats, he's able to win the fight out. Diego going to be stunned up as well as Livy gets involved with some damage, though. Rafiki goes deep, and that's perfect. Maori, the gem carrier, is eliminated, and as Livy has the gadgets to get on out back to safety with 9 gems.
But look how much there is to do for Reply Totem here. All 9 gems are with Ezlivy. He's got a hypercharge too, but he needs the space to push forwards. Rafiki is going to go down here. That's quite crucial. Reply Totem buying their time. Connection there from Diego Gamer. Angel Boy falls.
Yeah, he's been getting clobbered by Diego Gamer over the course of this game, and here's Livy going in. Maru's going to be cleaned up. Fits with the Brawl Star, forces the jump away from Maori. Is Livy hoping for one last gem? It spawns on his side of the map, so away he walks, and Totem absolutely need to cancel out this countdown. But Diego comes in there with a hypercharged super. Now Maru needs to go forward with his own, but he's brought down. Team Electros, you better believe they've done it once again. As Livy, safe as a house in the back of the map, and that's yet another step for the NA squad.
A solid showing for Team Electros so far. So old school. The sharp shooter method that we've been missing so dearly is a gift in what is this third and maybe even final set if Team Electros can stand their ground. Already Angel Boy, who's a very accomplished piper, pushes that right-hand side, does tank a lot of those tick mines though, but it's the early midfield grounding there for Reply Totem as they start to break open the map.
No, it is hard to play tick against this kind of map. My goodness, it is cracked open as Livy has to walk a tightrope, understanding the maximum ranges of each of these sharpshooter brawlers in turn is something it takes quite some time to develop an intuition for. Maori here, clearing the grass. They are losing cover by the second. Team Electros, it is reverse polarity. Angel Boy even taking it. Oh, it goes so low, and that's going to allow Electros to move into the map here, Ark.
Last hurrah for us, Livy, pushing forward. But that was brutal. Angel Boy's false so far back.
Maori
has to join his team now. The gas pushing
Maori
forward at critical moments in time, and there's the takedown there as well. It's leaving Maori all alone. First round goes the way of Team Electros.
Okay, that is brilliant. Electros played themselves out of that corner so beautifully, and it starts with that reverse polarity gadget used by the Bell, getting a hit on Maru, taking him low.
Maori now has got a rocket rain. Most of the map is open. Great homemade recipe there from Angel Boy. Does connect with his Livy, who's earned himself a hypercharge. Another connection from Maori, but no takedown yet for Reply Totem.
This is one of his Livy's sort of pocket picks as well, by the way. On Triad, he was brought in to play a lot of that thrower stuff as like a fourth player, and really made impact. And you need to have such a good understanding of how to play into these sharpshooters because they will try and counter you. A lot of coverage here on those mines. Angel Boy just being mildly tickled by them for now. Maori's incendiary fields make it hard for Rafiki, but he has a shield gear, so he steps ahead of them on occasion to try and land these shots, but you've got to respect the piper damage. Here comes Maori, hypercharge rocket rain. Rafiki's got to use super there, and there's just nothing to be said by Electros. Eventually, Reply Totem execute what the comp is supposed to do.
Much better, and a map that caters towards the comp of Reply Totem. No time for error. They are behind big time. They need a game. They need a set here. And this is a great comp to do it with. It doesn't cater towards Rafiki's playstyle realistically here. They can't make those aggressive dives here. It's all the long-ranged game. Let's see how this one fares so far. Reply Totem playing it pretty slow and steady. They need to get some utility. These rocket rains from Maori are so crucial.
Maori takes the hit. It's got to be a last hurrah. Oh, that was scary. Master Fletcher from Maru almost takes the tick out of the game, but a mild miscalculation leaves as Livy free to fight another day.
Very close. What a gadget there from Maru. The hypercharge from Diego can really make a difference here on the right player marked up towards the end. It's going to be very tough. Angel Boy knows that.
He's coming.
To him specifically. Hypercharge just for speed. Luster off Miss Livy. He'll trickle down for the poison of Maru. Fantastic synergy from Reply Totem. A mark onto Angel Boy. It's not over yet, but now it quite well be.
The
this
comp
game
gap.
drawn into 1 versus 3 goes the way of Reply Totem.
First round, very hard to do that more than once in a row.
Maori immediately wasting no time on that left-hand side wall. Angel Boy, don't outstay, you're welcome there. Has to evade these tick mines as Livy now. Oh, what a double! That's massive for Reply Totem. What a quick start, and no time to gain even any utility for Team Electros. They're going to be starting the next round with effectively nothing.
Yeah, whereas Reply Totem have supers for days. Maru hoping to charge his one, not that it's necessary in terms of kill potential, but great for that sustain. Diego, okay, given as good as he gets here. All right, Maru. Exits the round with just enough health to stay alive. The Reply Totem are poised here to snap this set up pretty quickly.
So much better for Reply Totem. They need some confidence. A huge tap from Angel Boy there onto Diego. And immediately, there's nowhere to go for Electros but back. As Livy's taking a lot of shots again, another panic last hurrah. Much needed, and a miss. Reverse polarity, Angel Boy dodges it.
Here's the head first, Maru clears it, Rafiki eventually falls. And so is Livy, would hope to take a bit of space to make use of these indestructible boxes, but needs to respect that Master Fletcher gadget. And Mari knows they're in a very good position. It's all over but the crying here, folks. Diego Gamer picked up, and that is that. Reply Totem get themselves on the board in decisive fashion.
This could spiral out of control. The Ruffs and Lou combo is fierce.
Well, again, Rafiki's going to be called upon to be that absolute uncaged animal on this Kaze. Considering that, you know, Lou doesn't do a ton of damage. Really more about utility than anything else, that brawler. And Maori is happy to try and poke his Livy down at late. No one really stepping onto the point for any extended period of time. Rafiki able to use the terrain here to dodge a lot of Maru's damage, but eventually has to commit and goes down to the super swing. Does leave Maru de-mech'd here, but that's fine for Totem.
Yeah, Angel Boy using that Jae-Young to close the gap. He's going to have to. Fortunately for him, Ruff is not running the sandbag, so that's a bit of a saving grace. But as those supply drops comes in, his job gets tougher. As Livy beefed up now with the supply drops. Reply Totem losing control here as well. He's down to Angel Boy just to keep this pressure on. He's in a good spot. Maybe it's come out the realm with his Livy here. Going to come back. For now, Totem in the lead.
Ruff's in the Shadow Realm, Moons can't really build super, so can't work towards it Hyper Super either. Maru here getting aggressive. Diego Gamer going to be kept under the thumb and taken down by that last salvo with shots. As Maru stays in mech, which is a big deal. As Livy on his own does pretty pitiful amounts of damage, Rafiki's trying to wrap around. Maybe look at Maru's direction, but he's found himself again caught out by Angel Boy, who simply throws a super down on the Lou, takes him out of the game, and Angel Boy completes the elimination.
It's perfect. You've got to keep that up, though. Again, it's not a free game by a long shot. This Cordelius is working for now. That can change. Angel Boy's doing a great job just keeping him off and out of this objective. He's a real problem in that spawn. 76%, now 80 for Reply Totem, and this is looking convincing.
Oh man, this is sick. Electros can't even stand on the point. Rafiki just gets vaporized as soon as he tries to get any capture progress whatsoever. There is zero staying power for Team Electros, a fact exacerbated by Cordelius' presence, constantly dragging
that, distraction. And they're breaking them up with the Ruff, but now things could absolutely change. Diego Gamer had a very strong start, but will Team Electros learn from this mistake? They've got to adapt.
Can Rafiki even beat the mech? It seems like Maru just gets knocked out of mech and he's still a factor. And takes down the Kaze. Maru says, oh, well, I'll just, rotate onto the point a little bit here with Maori. They are very low in fairness, but Angel Boy comes back naturally at full health. And Rafiki's just trying to play that same gameplay loop. Maru gets back in mech now, so Rafiki's got to deal with that health wall, as well as a mini-mech.
Now a lead forming here for Team Electros. Angel Boy is going to get Diego Gamer here in a good spot for 45 HP coming out, and he actually will fall to the freeze. It's Livy on his right-hand side doing his best to juggle his time.
Damage, man.
He's got to force his way down. He has got super though. He might choose to leave that before surely going down here, but he's still alive.
Hey, Maru's down. Diego Gamer now to take up position. The Lou is out of the game, but has done his job and has denied the point away from Reply Totem when they had a power play. Diego Gamer's low. Respecting the Meg, no doubt. Mari not really given the opportunity to heal up and has to switch over to that aspect with the super. Here's an instant freeze on Maru. Rafiki finally can win that matchup with a little bit of extra help. And Angel Boy tries to challenge. Electros have a slim lead here, but 3 brawlers up, and Mari has to bide his time here.
And this is where things can escalate. If Team Electros stay in this mid, if Diego Gamer can bring in a hypercharged supply drop and keep everyone buffed, this could be very bad for Reply Totem, who are trying their best in what is an open map. As Livy just obeys that shot, low HP, but they find Diego Gamer. Now as Livy falls, and it's 3 versus 1, but Rafiki has to miss the Brawl Star and a hypercharge. Finds 1, finds 2, stays on the zone.
The audacity from Reply Totem, thinking they could stand on the point and get some free percentage while that hypercharged Kaze was looming. Punished through it now, egg on the face of the MEA squad, and a healthy lead now for Electros. Angel Boy comes forward, jumps, and is taken down by Diego Gamer in his own domain expansion. But as Livy's forced back, still a lead for Electros. Rafiki looking healthy now, eyeing off Maru, but has to respect that swing as Livy simply ceases to exist. Another swing drops Rafiki low, and now that gap is closing.
A massive battering from Maru, and he's not done yet. Rafiki falls. This is a massive moment for Reply Totem. If they can turn this around, Maru can't get on the zone, and this is a great opportunity for Electros to steal it.
It's now or never. Rafiki into Maru. Good damage done, but Mech still maintained. Still on the point of Electros. 96% accounting, and they've done enough here. Unreal! Electros! What have we done with this series here and now?
It's all about positioning. If Angel Boy can pop off once more, this goes the distance. But Electros made fantastic adaptations. It was still incredibly close regardless. Now, Maori and Maru have locked down this right. Angel Boy on the left-hand side, using this wall to his advantage now as well. And that's already a healthy start and some good capture points on the zone.
Slivy almost survives there. Whoa, Maru with the double tap down. These Rafikis here with not much to do. Trying to cut through Maru. Their Fist of the Brawl Star leaves a mark, but it detonates, leaving Maru well and truly still in mech. Here's the first from Slivy, but it doesn't really zone all that much. They'll be able to move on to the points here, but they're low. They're getting peppered down.
Angel Boy missed super, and that cannot happen again. It's got to be able to keep cycling, keep being a distraction. 65% now on the zone. Electros are fumbling slightly here. Rafiki still in that backside spawn. Invincible Maori finds him regardless. Massive pickup, and now Apply Totem creeping towards 85% to just 11.
As Livy here, out of the game right now, stuck in the Shadow Realm, and Mari stands his ground on the point. Maru right there alongside of a Reply Totem, just too strong. Indomitable here on Hot Zone. A powerful draft that gets the result they were looking for. Fight damage onto the safe.
Both teams in this draft gave it their all. Looking through the data, there was so little option. They had to really scrape it through. Maru, his right-hand side, with little space to maneuver against this ice cream, but it's Maori on the left. He's already got the Let's Fly, and he'd be looking to get that safe down as quickly as possible. Goes straight for the Lumi. New Gamer suffers, and he chooses to come back. Rafiki is just there, and he is a rock.
It's a horrible matchup for the Lumi. As Livy falls there to Angel Boy, looked like he wanted to try and pressure the safe down, and those ice cream fields are going to work, but now Maru has a date with the safe. As Livy with a gadget knockback pushes Maru away. It's a slim lead here for Reply Totem, but as Livy was able to slip the net and put some damage down, Diego cannot fight Maori. It is an awful matchup for the Lumi, but this time Maori gets popped, going a little too aggressive, but as Livy is caught out, Maru's trying to chain those supers together.
Angel Boy couldn't quite find Rafiki there. Has to juke his way forward, get some value, push him into the realm, allow Maori then to take care of business on the left. He gets one straight onto the safe now as well. That's good damage. Fantastic for Reply Totem.
As Livy so heads up, he's trading this damage. He knows he's got to do something here. He can't just stand around. But Electro safe gets hammered. Diego needs to avoid as much as he can that Edgar. Maru with a hypercharge, he's going to go for the safe one way or another, and Electros are getting ready for it. The damage though is pretty severe. Knocked down to 53 as Diego once again runs into the wrong opponent. Mari makes mincemeat of him.
So close. 68% left on the Reply Totem safe. And a hypercharge with Diego will find the start to Maori. And now, what do Maru and Angel Boy do? Do they come back? Do they go forwards? They've got to make a choice. And Slivy will now litter that safe with more ice cream. And surely a stage that safe about to go down.
Not bad, as Livy can stay and damage this safe away, but Maru's done just the same. It is very close. Electro's shield popped first though, which means the damage can come in from Maru. He's down though. Eventually as Livy's cleared away from a Reply Totem safe, a slim lead with a tick damage, 1% in the game right now.
It's absolutely neck and neck, but another great stun from Diego Game on that right-hand side. Maru is being scrutinized. He's got his own now. He comes in. Oh, what a super from Slivy! Unreal! The timer is ticking. Maru is safe with hypercharge. There's a safe stage. That is massive. And Reply Totem have got it down to 40%. And meanwhile, their safe stays at 24. It's Reply Totem on match point.
Pleasure from Reply Totem. The Edgar pick too clutch against the Lumi. Electros here now, it's do or die, but they are unfavored in terms of comp.
Maru wasting no time at all on this right-hand side. Gets the stun already, not going to be using it just yet, just getting that first stage down. It's massive already. Reply Totem are using this momentum to continue this assault. Amazing.
Now this is looking like a complete shutout so far. Angel Boy on defense. Impossible for his Livy to get any purchase on that safe, and now Maru's going to step in, favored against both of those brawlers. If he can stun them up, that's one down, but nice little super there from his Livy. Now he and Diego can start to go aggressive, but elsewhere Rafiki trying to defend the safe has been brought down. It's 2v1 in terms of the safe race, but his Livy has lost his teammate. Diego's been picked off, and Maru is still threatening safe damage. It's as tough for Electros. They're in deep trouble, Ark.
Yeah, this safe is absolutely getting shredded. Team Electros decided to go on the offensive, whereas Team Reply Totem just went for the dive. Angel Boy forces the Slivy straight into the realm, but he's not finished him off just yet. Now he goes down, and now Maori from the right, he can get on the safe.
This might be over. Maori's able to step up here with a super to work with. That safe gets chunked down to its last stage of defense. Here comes Maru straight on in. Team Electros absolutely flattened in their own houses. They're able to defend, but it costs a hypercharged super from his Livy. Here they come up the field, but they are so far behind, Ark.
The hypercharge of Maru misses. That's actually quite brutal. He needs to get forwards. There is a chance. There is time for Electros to bring this back. Angel Boy,
he's running through it.
The ice cream running for the safe. He should be able to get it. And that is it! Reply Totem